They say our homes are our fortresses, the one place where the world can't reach us. But in the age of smart technology, what if the very device you bought to protect your family is actually inviting something else in? Something that doesn't have a face, something that the sensors can feel, but your eyes cannot see. Before you check your home security app tonight, you might want to hear what happened to Nour, because after this, you'll never look at a camera lens the same way again. Nour was a young, hard-working mother who had recently returned to her corporate job. Like any protective parent, her biggest anxiety was leaving her 7-month-old son, Adam, alone with a new nanny. To ease her mind, she invested in the latest, ultra-smart, baby monitor, a sleek, white camera with 360-degree motion tracking, night vision, and two-way audio. It was supposed to be her window into the nursery, her peace of mind. For the first few days, the app was a blessing. She would steal glances at her phone during meetings, watching Adam sleep peacefully in his crib. But then, the midnight alerts began. It was 1:15 a.m. Nour was fast asleep when her phone vibrated aggressively on the nightstand. A notification popped up, significant motion detected in nursery. Nour's heart skipped a beat. She immediately opened the live feed. The room was bathed in the eerie, green glow of infrared night vision. Adam was perfectly still, a tiny bundle under his blanket. The room was silent. Just a glitch, she whispered to herself, trying to slow her racing heart. But then, she noticed the camera lens. It wasn't static. It was moving. The smart tracking feature was engaged. The camera began to pan slowly, tilting upward and then rotating to the left, following an invisible path from the nursery door toward the center of the room. It stopped right at the edge of the crib. Then, the lens tilted down, as if focusing on something, or someone, leaning over her baby. Nour's breath hitched. Through the screen, the room looked empty, but the camera was acting as if it were staring directly into the eyes of a tall guest. Suddenly, a crackle came from her phone's speaker. The two-way audio had been activated, but Nour wasn't the one who triggered it. A sound emerged from the nursery, not a cry, not a breath, but a digital whisper, distorted by static. It was a voice that sounded like 1,000 fragments of glass. It whispered one word, Nour. Panic seized her. She fumbled with the app, trying to shut the system down, but a red error message flashed across her screen, access denied. Current user, admin_unknown. System override in progress. Terror turned into adrenaline. Nour bolted from her bed and sprinted down the dark hallway toward the nursery. As her hand gripped the doorknob, she took one last look at the phone in her other hand. The camera had switched to a wide-angle view. On the screen, she saw herself burst into the room. She saw herself rush to the crib and scoop up the sleeping Adam, but as she turned to run out, she saw the admin on the screen. Standing exactly where she had been a second ago was a towering, translucent silhouette, a shadow that didn't cast a shadow. It was standing inches behind her digital reflection, its long, jagged fingers reaching out to touch the back of her neck. In the real world, Nour felt a sudden, bone-chilling cold press against her skin. A hand that wasn't there made of freezing air gripped her shoulder. She didn't look back. She didn't stop. She ran out of the house and never returned. The next day, the police found the camera. It was unplugged, lying smashed on the floor. But when the tech team recovered the cloud footage, they found something that defied logic. The last recorded frame wasn't of Nour running away. It was a close-up of the camera lens, reflecting a face that had no eyes, no mouth, only a digital display that read, "User Nour has been successfully deleted. New user, home."